Hey guys, welcome back to Ash Echoes. In today's video, I wanted to make a list of every way you can get yourself some more summons. So if you're saving for the next character or still trying to burn through some summons at the moment, you can get all of them because the game has so many little pieces to it and so many places where you can get some extra summons. So I just wanted to cover it, whether it be through premium currency or through summons directly. So let's get into the list. If I do miss any, let me know and I'll leave it in the pinned comment as well for you guys. So the first one is going to be your first clears, whether it be through your campaign stages on both normal and elite. So if you haven't gone through and done your elite modes, like I haven't here, you can go ahead and do those and you're going to get a good chunk of them. Also, you are getting a bunch of experience, which I really need to do so you can level up faster. So you got to stay on top of this stuff. Not only for the summons, but also for the experience, which then snowballs everything else a bit faster. The other one we have is down the bottom here in the field ops, which are your supply runs. Essentially, these all for the first clear are going to give you some extra premium currency and experience, once again being pretty nice. Moving on from that, we have the resetting modes up here in the field ops center. Now, the Nexus memory, these are ones you can jump in. They're going to give you some premium currency. They'll give you some traces as well through doing these ones, so make sure you jump in and do those. Moving on from that, we have the Skyrift observation. This resets every 2 weeks, and the deep observation resets. So you get one-time clears for these ones down the bottom of 10, 20 each one once you clear them entirely, and then on a 2-weekly basis you get another 960 from the deep observation if you can clear the whole thing. Next one is the joint training. Now this has a weekly reset with a weekly settlement, and as you can see, you can get your extra rewards. You can't actually see it, my head's in the way, but make sure you just come in here each week, clear as much of it as you can. We are still in the early stages where it's very easy, but I do believe this is going to get much harder once we unlock the next time limit brackets for it, and the boss gets a lot harder, because at the moment the 195 ain't too bad, but it could get a bit harder past that. So that is the next one that you want to go ahead and do. Next one is going to be the engraving rating over here. This one's pretty self-explanatory. Just make sure you have enough characters with engravings so that you can always sit above whatever the rating is here. You can see I'm at 45213, and I only need 28,500 to be up here. So as soon as this 7 hours finishes, I will go ahead, I'll get them. Once again, you get some premium currency, but you are also getting some direct summon tickets, which is fantastic. So that one, stay on top of that. Next one is quests. Obviously, your daily and weekly quests you're going to want to keep doing, and then we've got the phase quests. Now these are something that you really want to prioritize, because once again you're getting not only some summons from them, but you're also getting a ton of experience from them, which then helps you progress faster as well. Moving on from that, we have the calendar login. So every day that you log in, we're going to get the calendar logins. Go ahead, get your goodies. We've got the other calendar login, which is currently giving us, like, I think it's giving us trace summons, character summons, then stamina. It's a really good one. So those logins are going to be something. You don't really have to do too much with them. Just make sure you're logging in. After that, we have achievements. So if you haven't gone here and done your achievements, you're in for a bunch of rewards. Now, the other thing that this does have is the OE coins. These are actually pretty good to get from here because you will start running out of these. So being able to pick up a bunch of those as well from these missions is fantastic, but also you're going to get yourself a bunch of premium currency along the way from all the different missions. Moving on past that is the database. Now this is one I always neglect largely, where you just, once you get a new character, you can go ahead, you get 20, you go ahead, you get 20, no, not you, where is it? This one? There you go. Basically any new character. That I do find tedious, but you know, you can do it to go ahead and do it. Over here as well, you can get badges, but they don't reward it. And that is going to be your main way. The archives here, unknown. Let's go over here. Boink. So on and so forth. You can go ahead and get a bunch of premium currency over there. Next up, we have the events tab. Now, if we go over into the event center, there is a bunch of them. Now, if we go here, obviously this is the battle pass. Stay on top of that one. This one here, the trials. I have not done my trials of these guys. This is pretty quick and easy to do to go ahead and get some extra premium currency. It's not a ton, but it is something. It's better than nothing. So what do you get through these ones? That's 50, 100, 120. Not too bad. Almost half a summon just for doing the trials. And these will refresh every time we get new characters in the banner, so not too bad on that one. And then obviously if we have a big event going on like this one at the moment, you want to stay on top of this one. That's something that I've been neglecting over in this event. is one of the little challenge, the stress test over here. So as you can see, we do get some summons from these. I just haven't got around to doing them yet, but I will try and do that before the event ends. I just got to get my ass into gear and do that. I've just been doing my boss challenge, and that's been about it. So jump into the events, make sure you check everything in the events, because they do have some hidden little things that aren't as easy to see, to go ahead and get some extra rewards. Moving on from that, we do have the Meowster, the shop. So with the Meowster, the shop, we have the Caddy Redemptions over here, which you can pick up some summons. And that's the main one I would be aiming to get some summons for. You can get them over here as well, but you do have other options. Just know you can pick up some summons over in these ones as well. Then the other thing we do have is, if you go to the feature pack, when you hit certain level milestones, you will get additional ones like this one over here. So just make sure you're coming back and checking. It's pretty self-explanatory. When you see the red dot, you're going to go there and you're going to get it. Next one, memory traces. So when you go into a memory trace and when you upgrade it, you will get progression rewards. So as you can see, I get an extra 150 on this one just for having upgraded it. So definitely do that on all of them. You can see they'll have the red dot, this one as well. Boom, there I can go. And these do snowball pretty hard. If you haven't looked at it in a while, that one I've already done. Any other red dots, I get another 100 from you, so on and so forth. You guys get the gist. As you level these up, you're going to get the extra rewards. Next up is the Echomancer Bond. So if we go over here and we go to the archives, the rewards here on the bond, as you can see, as we go up in the bond levels, you will get a few increments of different premium currency, which these bonds do take a while. I'm not a big fan of doing the tea time. I always forget to do it because it's not something that's really engaging to me. But if you want to stay on top of this, you can definitely jump in and do more tea times with all your characters, and you'll get yourself some extra summon currency through there. Now, there is one other way that I haven't mentioned yet, which I believe is the final way to go ahead and get yourself some extra summons. I could be wrong. Once again, if there is anything else, please let me know and I will add it to a pinned comment. But the final way is going to be your codes. We go over here, you go to enter gift code. I've made 2 videos covering the codes that we've had so far, so I will continue to update you guys as we get codes. Just note, if you're watching this and you are not playing on the global version, then you've probably got different codes. So unfortunately, there is different publishers for different regions of this game. So not every code that I mention will work on everyone's account unless you are on the global version. I don't know how many different versions there are. I know there's like an SEA version and a global version, and I don't know if there's any others. So just keep that in mind, that not every code will work for every person, depending on who you are. Now, the one other thing I do want to mention is if we go into the Spirit Dive, this one isn't that big of a deal, but you do get a free summon, and this sits right down the bottom. So normally when you come in here, you look at it like this, and if you always see a red dot on your summons and you come in here and you're like, why is there a red dot? Scroll down. This is only a memory trace summon, but you do get one free one every day. So if you want to go ahead and get your free summon every day through this, you can go ahead and do that as well. Just note, you're not going to get anything crazy from these ones. This is for SRs essentially. SRs and below, but you know, it's good for getting you the dupes on the good SRs that you want to do if you want to do them, and that's what these purple ones are as well. So you can feel free to use those. I just haven't used them, and you can go ahead and pop those, but just you do get one free one every day, which maybe you'll get something nice out of it. But oh, there we go, not too bad. That's a new one. That's actually a new one for me. Nice, look at us go. No, I'm not going to use those points. And that's the other thing. Don't burn your friendship points here, though. Don't burn your friendship points, because if we go over to the Meowster, into the friendship medals, I basically save these for the SSR dupes, because you know, they're the higher rated. They're going to get you the better stats overall. Once you've got everything capped, I'm not sure if they will add more SSRs in here, but at the moment with the friendship points, I'm saving to max out dupe these 3 traces with those coins over there. So that is pretty much every way to go ahead and get yourself some extra summons in the game. Let me know if you guys have any more, and yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.